If you're shopping for an SUV and you just want everything blacked out, well, definitely take a look at this. Hello, my name is Jimmy and welcome to the 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander Plug-in Hybrid Noir Edition. Yeah, Mitsubishi has given us the complete blackout treatment for the Outlander. Sure, there's still a little bit of chrome and, I mean, you gotta have headlights, right? But the Outlander is blacked out. This grille surround here is all blacked out. It's definitely menacing. On the side, you get blacked out 20-inch wheels. The Mitsubishi emblem in the center, still chrome, just like this plug-in hybrid EV badge on the side, but the rest of it, blacked out. Roof rails, blacked out. Mirror caps, blacked out. Door handles, I think those are generally body color, but blacked out. Everything is blacked out. And you also get this Noir special plaque right here. And then around back, well, it almost seems like they ran out of paint. Because back here, sure, the bumper's all blacked out, so it's a spoiler on top, but the Outlander is chrome, the Mitsubishi's chrome, along with all the other badging. That is all chrome. You don't even get blacked out rear lenses. Definitely a missed opportunity. If you're going to be a fully blacked out car, you could do a little bit better. But it's still an Outlander through and through, which means that we do, of course, get a powered tailgate. And behind that, we get a generous cargo space. Behind the second row, you get 31 cubic feet of space. And behind the third row, yes, the Outlander does come with 3 rows. You get 13 cubic feet of space. However, I suspect for most owners, they're going to leave, well, the third row just right here. Because, well, I guess I got to get this all up and running so that I can show you exactly how much space there is in that third row. First, there's this strap. This is a very important strap because there's no lock on this seat. So when you push it down and you don't put that little strap on, when you're driving over any bumps or stuff like that, all this does is this. And that can get very annoying. Prop this up, and then I can pull this back and then put the headrest up. So let's get inside. Getting into the third row isn't the difficult part. It's just the amount of space back there is a little bit tight. Yes, the second row folds forward and then you can just kind of hop in. Okay, once you battled getting in here, you realize that you have to dislocate your head in order to fit here properly, because I'm 5'11" and this is my standard position. It's not perfect. There isn't that much room. If you're going to be putting anyone back here, it's for a very, very short journey. These seats are more designed, well, just in case. You know, you're at soccer practice and you're like, hey, I gotta run, but can you go pick up my kids instead? And you'd be like, maybe. But you can't get all their stuff. Just leave that behind. Let's move up front. The back seats here, well, this is definitely where you wanna be. It's comfortable. They're heated, you get climate control, USB ports, and a household outlet right on the bottom. Behind the front seats, there's little storage pockets so you can put your phones and whatnot in here. It's very well sorted. You also get baby shades on the sides. The only kind of negative back here is I wish the vents were on top rather than in the middle, but you know what? That's such a small complaint. I do like that the seats, they are on rails, so you can move them forward and aft. So if you are carrying something a little bit bigger for, say, you can still carry people here and just move the seats forward. It's possible. That's the smart things I like about this interior. You get 2 sets of lower anchors, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, and 3 upper anchors just behind the bench here. All pretty easy access to get into. I am a child passenger safety technician, so I do want to show you exactly how well child seats fit. On the driver's side, this is a Kleck Ling infant seat. There was no problems getting an infant carrier in here. There's more than enough space for that. And then on the passenger side, this is a Kleck 5 in rear facing. I was still able to fit in front at 5'11", so there's plenty of room. Speaking of room, there isn't enough space side by side for 3 car seats. So if you're looking for 3 across, you may have to look elsewhere. Sadly, the third row is too tight for any of my seats to be installed. Up front, superbly comfortable. The seats have just the right amount of bolstering on the side to keep you nice and steady in the seat itself. What's weird is on the standard Outlander, you get cooled seats, but here in the plug-in, for whatever reason, we only get the heated seat option. You also get a 4-way lumbar support, so you can really adjust the seat how you would like it. What's great is there's also massaging seats activated by a little button just off to the side. There's only 3 different modes, and really it just moves the lumbar support up and down and around. But it works. It's so good for long distance driving. You just don't have to worry about fatigue. It just, well, it keeps the blood moving. It's actually really, really nice feature to have. In front, even though it says Mitsubishi, it's really just a Nissan steering wheel, but that's not a problem because all the buttons are very logically laid out. You get paddle shifters on the back. Behind, full digital cluster, shows you a bunch of different things, and you got different modes to choose from as well. Love that. Same thing with the heads-up display. Gives you all the info that you need. The main infotainment screen is fine, but the regular Outlander gets the newer, larger display. But here in the plug-in, we're stuck in the past with this 8-inch unit. It works. I mean, slowly, but it works. The menu, you can press it, it does go there, but it does take a second. You do get wireless CarPlay, which is nice, but because of the screen size, you just don't see as much. I mean, it's fine. It works. But other manufacturers are doing just a little bit of those upgrades to make it a little bit better. However, because this is a little bit older tech, you also get dedicated climate control, which I absolutely love. There's a button for everything, very easy to change your fan speeds, your temperature, all of that is right there. You do get some additional buttons like drive mode buttons right on the middle here, and the shifter is straight out of a Nissan, but it's fine. All of the interior just works. Maybe a little too much silver and chrome for a blacked out package, but you know what? Those things, they do brighten up the interior, and if the interior was just completely blacked out, it would be pretty boring. But let's talk about the powertrain before we go for a drive. Powering the Outlander plug-in hybrid, you get 2 electric motors. Assisting that, you get a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine as well. The battery pack, that's a 20 kilowatt-hour unit that helps give the Outlander 61 kilometers or 38 miles of range. Combined, you get 248 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. On the road, well, the Outlander feels more like an EV than a standard PHEV because, well, the electric motor is just directly attached to those wheels. So, I mean, it has that instant torque that we love from EVs. You put your foot down and it actually goes. Sure, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but you know what? For a vehicle that's designed to just carry your family, this is more than sufficient. In terms of the ride, actually pretty comfortable. It's soft and supple enough to absorb most of, well, the things that are on the road, but it's still enough to let you feel like, well, you're steering and you're turning and things are happening. It's not just, well, sloppy mess of a vehicle. This still has a little bit of character built into it. The downside, well, this is based off the Nissan Rogue, and being an internal combustion engine vehicle, well, when you slap EV things into it, it just eliminates that, well, reverberating engine that you normally would get. So you don't get an engine sound. And because you eliminate that, you just hear more of everything else. You hear the suspension clunking around a little bit more. You hear the road noise, you hear the tire noise, and it's just a little bit off-putting comparing to like a dedicated EV platform. But that is a trade-off, right? That is a trade-off when you go with something like this that's converted to a plug-in or converted to an electric vehicle. It's not like it's a terrible thing, but it's definitely something to note. Pricing, well, as spec'd here is like 61,000 Canadian dollars, you can get into a plug-in hybrid Outlander for just under 50,000. It's like 48 something. I wouldn't recommend people to go for this specific one with all the blacked out bits and everything. I think you're just paying more for that style, and personally, it's not a style that I would like in my vehicles, but hey, you know what? Every single manufacturer out there is doing some sort of blacked out package, so that might just completely be me. In any case, let me know what your thoughts are on the Outlander plug-in hybrid. Is it the plug-in hybrid to choose? I mean, there's a lot to choose from these days. The RAV4 is getting updated. That's gonna be all new with new tech in it. The Sorrento's really good. You got the Hyundai products. There's a lot to choose from. And it's really serious, the type of competitors that the Outlander has. But to be honest, what I see on the road is this. There's so many of them. So I would just naturally assume that, well, there's enough people going for them. There has to be a reason. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video if you do, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.